Happy holidays, everyone. It's Amanda here with your 2020 RuneScope. And yes, if you didn't get the memo, if you didn't watch the intro in last month's RuneScope, this will be my last video. And I will no longer be conducting private Skype sessions after December 19th. That's gonna be the last day. I did open up a few more dates if you have never gotten a reading from me and always wanted to, or it's been a while since you've gotten one. You can drop me a line at my email address. It's below in the box below the video. If it's gone, if it's not there, that just means that all of those appointments have been booked. So yeah, it's just time for me to move on. I got to do what I'm always telling you guys to do and follow the path that Spirit is shoving me in, and actually has been for the last 2 years. So I'm actually really excited about the new chapter and to have a better work-life balance. That will be nice. So it's just time. But, so I do take my own advice, just to let you know. But it's been a great 7.5-year ride here on YouTube. If I ever do come back, I never say never, but I don't have any plans to. If I do, though, I will pop up on this channel, just say hi and see who's hanging out. So if you want to stay subscribed, feel free, or just search for RuneScopes every now and then to see if I'm back. I do love doing this. It's something I enjoy. So even if I'm not on here, trust me, I will be reading someone's runes or tarot out there in the world somewhere. But thank you so much for your support, your comments, your likes, your shares, all of my regulars. Thank you so much for supporting me over the years. I couldn't have done it without you. It was the whole point I was here. And even if these videos had only helped a few people, it would have been worth it. But from the heartfelt comments I've received, I can tell, and I'm so heartened and happy and actually humbled by your comments from last month. And I'm sure I'll get more this month. And I read every single one, so I am reading those as you comment. I do read those. So thank you so much, and I'm so happy and humbled to hear that the videos have helped so many people. And I'm so glad that I could do that. And so thanks for the support. But yeah, this is gonna be our last one. Also, the Vimeo channel will be going away. I think it's the end of January or February. I'm not really sure. Again, all of that content will be outdated. The last thing I posted was November spiritual guidance. So that'll be over anyway. However, this YouTube video will be here all year for 2020. Do check back in from time to time to see where you are with our runes. We're gonna be using the Medieval Scapini Tarot for our 2020 RuneScopes. And then also I'm going to pull a Major Arcana from the Oswald Worth Tarot deck. I did get it to shuffle better. It was a lot easier with just the Major Arcana. But I want to pull like a yearly overview card for all of you and just kind of see what themes, or what at least some of the major themes are going to be that you're dealing with in 2020. So without further ado, have a lovely holiday season, and a Happy New Year too. And let's jump in and see how that new year is gonna go for y'all. Happy birthday, Capricorns. Let's get into 2020. See how you're gonna be maneuvering the year. Which runes want to talk to Capricorns about 2020? Okay, as always, keep in mind, what we've got here is a general reading, Capricorn, so not all of these messages will apply to you. Some are going to be for the other Cappies who are watching. You can always check the video for your rising sign as well to get additional messages and information, or just some clarification on the stuff that comes up here in the general. And if I have any private sessions left and you'd like to get one, I will announce that in the intro. So if you didn't watch that, just back her up. I record that last, so that's where I'll mention if I still have any of those available. But in general, let's see what we're looking at. We're going to start in the present, but because we are looking at the whole year, this is going to extend from like the end of 2019 into about the end of March-ish. Again, everything is always blurred when I'm talking to so many people. That energy is the Two of Wands. So, a promise, a collaboration, a passion project, but you would be working on this with another person. This could also be a very wonderful, new, passionate relationship. For some of you, that's what it's going to be. For others of you, it's a project that you're passionate about, and you're working with someone else on it. You're collaborating with someone, or you have a promise to do that. Like, we're going to do this at some point this year. Maybe this springtime, again. Maybe you're talking about it, hammering out the details up until the end of March, and then you're going to work on it, you know, into the rest of spring and summer. Wands have a lot of association with springtime. So, yeah, this is something new. So, you know, if it is a work thing, it would be something not on the table yet. And you would really have to be at a job that you absolutely love. So if that's not it, Capricorn, yeah, this could just be some sort of hobby, something that maybe you're going to turn a hobby into a side gig. You're thinking about yeah, there's a new idea coming in. So yeah, and it's not a project you've been working on. So I mean, even if it is a hobby, it's not something you've already started. But something you will start or be talking about with someone else around the end of the year, or through, you know, end of March. But many of you, this is a relationship that starts out very passionately. So there could be a very strong physical attraction. You single Capricorns out there, there's a lot of partnership energy on the table. So there could also be some of you out there, though, who are married and you're renewing your vows, or you're just renewing the promises, renewing the passion, perhaps, in the relationship. But it would be through some sort of new activity, new project, new approach, or you may be traveling to a new location that kind of reignites the spark, as it were. Could also be just moving into a new home. You know, sometimes, you know, energies of homes they vary. So if there was a heavier energy where you were living and you move in 2020, you could find that, oh, well, that, you know, maybe it was having an effect on your relationship. Negative energy can make us snip and snipe and argue more with each other. So if there was a heavier energy present, you move into a lighter energy that can definitely improve your relationship. Yeah, if you are single, you could definitely meet someone while traveling, Capricorn. Either on vacation, for work. And again, it could kind of start out as just like a physical thing, but it does look like for many of you, this has the potential to turn into more than that. Because your challenge for the year, we've got the 7 of Coins. So work is going to be your challenge, which is unusual for Capricorn. Very unusual for Capricorn. Yeah, you're going to have trouble focusing. I feel like for many of you, because you're focused on partnership, you're like, I just want to think about my honey, or I just want to think about my, you know, this person I'm in a relationship with, and I don't, you know, you may have trouble staying focused on work, or like you'll be there and you just don't want to be there because you want to be with, you know, this person. And so, you know, still, I mean, even a distracted Capricorn usually turns in better work than most people. So, I mean, I really don't see the challenge as that big for you this year, Capricorn. I really don't. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like I said, others of you may be tempted away, though, from, especially those of you that are already happily married, you could be tempted away from kind of like just a regular, like by rote or monotonous work situation, tempted away by a passion project or something that just seems more. So there may be something that you're just like, oh, I have to do this to make money, but I really don't want to do it anymore. So there's just a going through the motions, I feel, for your challenge in 2020. You know, you may be missing some work, taking a lot more vacation days. For some Capricorns, you may be actually taking vacation days. It's not something you do that often. So yeah, if you've got to build up of vacation days, you keep rolling over and rolling over. It's time to cash those in. But yeah, you're taking stock and you're challenged to move on from something that is not fulfilling you. And I know when I talk about that sort of thing to earth signs, they just kind of roll their eyes because you're so grounded in that. Like, that's what you do. You just go to work and you just get the paycheck. You just do what you're supposed to do and you get the paycheck. But there's another way. And those of you that, especially maybe those of you who have been stuck in that mindset, work is not something to enjoy. It's something that you have to, it's a have to. There's something that could be tempting you away from this monotonous, routine, boring job. Someone out there is writing a romance novel, and that just came to me. So you're writing a romance novel or a romance script, or there's something it's very much about love and relationships, and it's like you're thinking about it while you're at this monotonous, routine work situation. So yeah, if you're not focused on your own romance, you're making one up, man. For real. But yeah, there's a lot of joy around and a lot of excitement around either a project or a person, or an opportunity that's kind of getting you to, forcing you to think outside the box. There is an element here of kind of going rogue or going out on your own when it comes to work, Capricorn. I feel like you're going to be tempted away or tempted to partner up in a business or, to run a business. And, that could be what this promise is. Again, for you that are happily married, this promise, this partnership that you're passionate about could be, again, that business partnership. Somebody wanting to start a business with you, wanting you to maybe work for them exclusively. But it's like going out on a limb here. Now, the help that's going to be available, we got the Queen of Wands. This is fire sign energy. Could be male or female. Again, in this general reading, for some of you, this will be a male, and for others of you, a female. So we're talking about a Leo, Sag, or Aries energy, or someone who very much, manifests that sort of fiery energy. This person is coming up in the upright, though, so they are going to be a help to you. And I feel like they are clearing up any doubts, misconceptions, any lies, trickery, secrets, things that before misled you. This person is setting the record straight. So this person's going to confirm or deny. Again, any sort of communication or information that you get that may not be reliable or it's not from a reliable source. This person is a reliable source, and in fact, they may be the source. Like maybe somebody told you, someone said something about you, or said something that you don't believe that this person would say that, and then they're stepping forward saying, no, I did not say that. There's a clearing the air when it comes to doubt, lies, trickery, deceit, deception. Especially when it comes to communication, what someone said, what someone sent in a text, especially digital communications, because, a lot of times people got communications that say they're from one person and it's not at all. So, got to be careful with that. It's very easy to say you're one person when you're just typing. When it's totally coming from someone else. So there's something going to be cleared up here, and it's going to help you tremendously. It's either going to help you maybe figure something out, make a decision, figure out, make sense of the past in some ways, coming through for some of you. For some of you, this could also be somebody kind of helping you deal with a miscommunication if it comes to a contractual agreement, because again, some of you guys have got that on the table where you're going to have to kind of work through those sorts of details, and you may be hiring this person like a lawyer or somebody to kind of look things over. And this could be something this could be the person you're potentially partnering up with on this business venture. And so it could be that the lawyer or someone tells you that they have decided they're not going to do something or don't want to do the business, or they tell you that this person changed the terms of the contract, terms of the agreement, and then this person's like, no, and they're telling the truth. This card's in the upright. So you can believe whatever this fire sign is telling you. They are being honest. Whoever was, doing this with the lies, the trickery, whatever, they had an ulterior motive. Now, others of you, this could be this person you're so excited about. It could be a fire sign that you're getting involved with in 2020, you single Capricorns. And this could be causing a lot of gossip and a lot of people like trying to find out what's going on with you. Who is this person? When do we get to meet this person? This could be your family and friends kind of like trying to find out more information on who's Capricorn seeing and who is this person, and this person may not be everybody's cup of tea either. I'm just going to throw that out there. When this rune comes up, it can be like, their style of communication may not work for some people. It may, they may butt heads when it comes to their opinions with some other people, your friends or family. But it works for you. So that's all that really matters. What must be accepted? We got the 9 of coins. So yeah, this is independence financially. Financial independence, breaking free of the status quo. You're starting that in 2020. For many of you, it's going to take a while. There may be some delays in getting going. Just be patient, because especially by summertime, between June 21 and September 21, this venture can really take off. If you want to start your own business, or you want to go freelance, or you want to, start building up a clientele in a side gig, or you're doing something that's going to lead to your financial independence with the 9 of Pentacles, because that's all about not having to rely on anybody. Some of you have been a very patient single person. This is the card of the happy single person, right? But I think 2020, for many of you, it could be the year that patience pays off. But many of you may have gotten so used to being single that you don't know how to do partnership anymore, or you don't know if you want that even, or it would change your life so much. You've gotten very comfortable maybe in your creature comforts and being on your own and just doing things the way you want to do them. So it may be, it's just something you're going to have to think about, I think, you single Capricorns, because, and certainly if you want to stay single, that's always an option. You always have your free will. I think many of you may be considering that. Others of you, there could be just a bit of a fling in 2020, and perhaps, you think it's going to move forward, but then you find yourself back being single again. Maybe it doesn't work out, or you just can't maybe if it's a long distance thing, because again, it does seem like you may meet this person traveling, or they may be traveling to where you are when you meet them, so they don't live there. So around September, this may just get to be too much, or, you know, it may just turn out to be, well, it was just physical, even though you know, you may really be vibing with this person, or they may be really vibing with you, and I think they are at the start of things. But yeah, it may fizzle out for some of you. Others of you, you may be like choosing to stay single. Like, I'm not, and just for now, because you're like, you know, I'm not ready to move in together, or I'm not ready to get married right now. I'm not saying never, but I'm just right now, right this second. I don't think I'm ready for that. Now, the outcome of the year is unfortunately the Three of Swords. So, I mean, this is unfortunately heartbreak, loss, divorce, separation from someone you care about. It does not have to be like a love thing. This could be a family member or a friend, but I feel like for many of you, this is somebody you've been separated from coming back into the picture. Maybe because they've divorced, or because they have suffered a heartbreak. It's something with the blank rune that you're not, it's gonna happen in a way that right now you're not conceiving of. You have no idea how this is gonna work out at present when you're watching this. But yeah, someone is going through a very difficult time. Others of you, you know, you're going to recover if it is your heart that is unfortunately being broken. You know, I don't feel like this person wanted to hurt you. It does seem like for many of you, like if this is the way it's working out, not everybody who meets somebody is going to break up. I feel like for most of you, if you do break up, it's because you just want to take a break because you're a little bit scared, but you may get back together. But though, Capricorn, you could be hurting, this could be the heartbreak of the other person too, if you decide like, you know, I don't think we're right, or I think it was just a physical thing, or I'm not ready to not be single. But there could be some betrayal, again, secrets, you know, someone trying to break you up, but maybe it's not true. I almost feel like it's not true. So yeah, maybe you hear gossip, or somebody says, hey, that guy or girl you're seeing, I saw them out with someone else, or, you know, they're married, or, you know, they're not really available. And then again, this person sets the record straight. So whoever the fire sign is, they're setting the record straight. Now, it could be for some of you the fire sign that is giving you the honest information about this person you're seeing, and it's them who is not being honest. Again, with so many people watching, it's just so hard to figure out, you know, especially watching ahead of time, how this is going to apply to you. You're not going to know which scenario until it, you know, until it starts happening. You start seeing these beginning. So, what the important thing is that I do see recovery, or anything that's mysterious or hidden about why somebody behaves the way that they do, why they hurt you maybe the way that they do, will become evident in 2020. But let's see what the major arcana is for Capricorn in 2020. The Wheel of Fortune. Excellent card. So yeah, this is going to be the overall theme that you're dealing with throughout the year of 2020, both in the upright and in the reverse. So, you know, I've noticed whenever you look at the major arcana for the year, you usually experience both sides of that card. The Wheel of Fortune, though, is an excellent sign for financial advancement and, you know, rising up within your profession, meeting financial goals, meeting career goals. It's time. There's a lot to do with timing with the Wheel of Fortune. Also, calculated risks can pay off majorly with the Wheel of Fortune. Again, going out on a limb with this passion project, right? Taking a risk on a relationship, having that fling. I mean, you know, even if that's all it is, having some fun. Even if it's not something you normally do. It would still be calculated because Capricorns just really can't do any, it's still going to be a calculated risk, and that's fine. Calculated risks can pay off. This card has a lot to do with divine timing. Yeah, everything happening in its time. So you are reaping rewards in 2020. It also has a lot to do with karma, like getting the payback for stuff you've done in the past, stuff you've done in past lives, both the good and the bad. And that's where we come into the reverse of this. And this is like, yeah, maybe there's some stuff you did that wasn't so great, and like getting the karma back for that as well. Right, which is not as fun. But, what goes up must come down. The Wheel of Fortune is going to be a quick recovery for you, because I believe Jupiter is moving into Capricorn. Yeah, Jupiter's moving into Capricorn. I think it already did, or it will be in early December. So it's wonderful to have Jupiter, the giver of gifts and the great benefic, in your sign, Capricorn, especially because you've got Saturn in there. So this should help kind of alleviate. And Saturn's going to be moving out for just a few months, I think, at least in 2020. So you're going to get a break and get to enjoy the benefits of Jupiter along with that. So yeah, expect 2020 to be a much more exciting year, particularly on the professional front, and particularly on, things you jump into. Take risks, go for it. Go for it. Anything you go for with Jupiter behind you and Wheel of Fortune as your major arcana card. Even when you fail, you'll quickly rise back up. And you'll only fail at the things that either karmically have been set up that way, or pre-contracted before you came here to set up and act out that little scenario with someone or that situation. But you'll quickly bounce back, because you'll probably find when Jupiter is in your sign, something quickly appears to replace whatever may be lost or disappointing in 2020. So all in all, a pretty good looking year here, Capricorn. Jump in. It's time to take some risks. You've played it safe too long. I do want to thank all of you for your years of support here on the RuneScopes channel. I want to wish you a happy holiday, a happy birthday once again, a lovely new year and beyond.